Hey, what's up guys? This is Tony from About the Night, here to talk to you about the Las Vegas alien story. If you haven't heard about this yet, sit back as we dive into all the information so you can decide for yourselves what you believe to be true or false. Keep in mind we will be using actual photos and video that is available on the internet for you to research yourself. On May 1st, 2023, Metro police officers actually caught footage of an object coming out of the sky. A boy by the name of Angel, who is a key witness, has been at the center of every conversation when it's come to this. If you type in TikTok, Las Vegas Alien 2023 Angel, you can hear him on countless amounts of interviews talk about the shockwave that occurred in his house. He also goes into detail about the entire incident that happened. So again, visit the TikTok page and type that information in to be able to watch that. As you can see from this aerial view, you'll be able to get a better idea of what you see in the footage by realizing that is the house, and over in the other direction where the tractor is where the aliens are. Now what you're about to watch next is a narrated version of the video that was captured by his mother, who was recording him, his brother, and his father trying to locate where the creatures were. Now keep in mind, this is right before the 911 call. So you can see the family go into the back, not exactly sure what's back there, but they are scared enough to be armed.
Notice how the family is fully armed. He has a gun in his hand, ready to shoot. That is how scared they are. He literally just said, oh my god, it has giant eyes and a big mouth.
Era segundo de que el de para acá de cables.
Forklift o camión.
Catelo pegachari para la loca te puedo para la dile que a casa no prende. Viene ocho, o sea, pegachari que se da lo. Vaya me dígale completico.
If you pay close attention, you can actually see the beings in the tractor blinking and looking at the family. I'll actually highlight it in the processed video.
We'll get into what was seen or not seen a little bit later, but here is the 911 call given by Angel right after this incident.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother, we're working on a truck in our backyard, and we have a big lot outside, right? Correct?
Okay.
We were working, and we just see in a corner of our eye something fall down from the sky, and it was with light. And when it hit down, it was like a big impact, and we felt it. We felt like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but
Photos and videos from TikTokers and YouTubers that claim to actually see what this being is. Now, some of these kind of seem like a case of pareidolia. We're not too sure, but we're going to try to show you as much as we can so you guys can be the better judge of what you think you may see in certain areas in terms of either screenshots. Again, the family is stating that they're inside of the tractors. Again, in some of these photos though, you can't really tell what they're looking at. They're kind of circling areas that seem to be circling parts of the tractor. What's crazy is even in some shots, you're actually seeing multiple aliens, more than just one or two. Even some shots where they show a face in a completely different area. I've actually seen some footage to where they actually show it being as tall as the tractor. Kind of just varies on who you're watching. Now in this footage, they're actually claiming that there was an alien that was right behind the fence even before the family went out to see what was by the tractors, that it was pretty much right next to them off to the right. If you look down to the bottom right, they're actually going to point out what seems to be maybe fingers down at the bottom and what seems to be a creature or something looking over. Now again, this could be a case of pareidolia, or this could be a reflection of their shadows on the other side of the wall. That's kind of what we're going with right now, is that those are probably just the shadows on the other side of the wall, but again, you be the judge. Now in this clip, this is kind of our assessment of what we think we see as we look closer and closer into this. If you're talking about the tractor image, kind of looks like right there in the tractor, you can sort of see a face and eyes right there, and I only see one. But again, you be the judge. That's kind of what we see. Also, some people are pointing out that there's a perfect circle in the back, that could supposedly be either a spot where aliens were or where the crash could have been, which obviously that's not how a crash looks like. And that kind of looks like somebody was just spinning donuts. Now, what's really interesting is that the news and the media has really taken hold of this story. And this is kind of where it gets weird. Some news outlets were stating that the family had been gone or missing days after this event. Special security cameras were placed by Metro Police on top of their home. But what's really, really weird about that is this was days after the event, not after the event went viral. So that's keynote there, about a month apart. Police stated that it was for the family's protection. But from protection from who? If it's not viral, then you obviously don't need to protect it from us. Who are you protecting the family from? It was also later noted by citizens and people in the area that vehicles were driving by, blacked out vehicles, and that the family was supposedly being visited by men in black outfits. Here's the news talking about the incident and the family responding to the news.
Get a read on this family. The family has ghosted everybody. They're not responding to interviewers that they made appointments with. They're not responding to telephone calls. I don't even know if they're in the house anymore. But what was your read when you were parked out front for hours and hours?
Yeah, so it's June 12th. I'm outside my house with my family. You can see people are saying that we disappeared, the news stations. You know, what I learned these couple days, that everything on TV is fake, and especially the news channels. They'll say fake stuff, and it's not true. You know, I already said what I had to say. If you want to believe it, believe it. I don't care no more. I just want to, you guys understand, because of you guys I have depression. I have anxiety attacks. And I just want to be normal again. I don't feel okay, guys. And just move on, guys. Forget about it and just...
Again, there has still been no recent updates from the family, either because they're sick and tired of the backlash and the fame, or to a more extreme hypothesis, that they've been hushed by the government or some other entity. Now, this next clip is extremely interesting, especially from a researcher standpoint, because we can't necessarily find the complete source to this. Part of the reason for that is because the person who had first initially put this video out did it to protect the people who had actually gotten this from a Ring camera that was outside their home. Again, that's all we know, and that's all the information we have for now on this. It's up to you to basically be the judge whether you think this is real or not. I will point out the fact that this doesn't look like a 10-foot being, and this does look a lot more like something out of Independence Day. So we can ask other researchers, if you can help us out with this one, to maybe look for maybe fan-made videos that were made back in those days. Maybe we can find a source to this. But I will say the Ring tag makes it very, very convincing. But again, it's 2023, anything can be faked. What's really frustrating is this last footage that is actually going viral of the so-called alien. Because when I first heard about this incident, this was the first video that was presented to me. Now, this video is obviously fake. You can just tell from first glance, but that's not what's interesting. What's interesting is how it's being pushed out through Hollywood stars and the social media algorithm as a whole to almost mask and downplay what happened in Las Vegas. And who knows, maybe the entire Las Vegas narrative is literally created just to downplay an announcement that was made by a former CIA informant, whistleblower, whose name is David Charles Grush. Keep in mind, David Charles Grush is a decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan, a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and the National Reconnaissance Office as well. He served in that role as a representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenal Task Force. Yes, that is a real task force that we have, all the way up to July of 2022. This guy's resume is nothing to scoff at. Check it out.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
Again, his announcement was made almost days after the Las Vegas alien story had become viral. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the information that we have on this. If you have any new information that you'd like to submit to us, please email us at AboutTheNightPodcast with just one T @gmail.com. Or even better, send us a DM through one of our social media platforms after you follow, subscribe, and watch our podcast every single Thursday night. Again, you be the judge and tell us what you think in the comments section. Take care, guys.